Welcome to the AMNOW LIMS Edge Appliance video series. This series is designed to teach you about your LIMS Edge appliance that you've been given on the program, how to use the LIMS Edge appliance to help you accomplish your goals and tasks on the program, and what the LIMS Edge appliance does to help benefit you as you move forward in your business. This is module 3 of the video series designed to answer your questions about data security and the cybersecurity aspects of the LIMS appliance. I'm Nat Frampton, owner and director of engineering of Lex Energy, and I'm going to talk to you about the data security associated with the LIMS box, the Learning Integrated Manufacturing System. The very first question people have is, how do I control what data is shared? So importantly, LIMS is a standalone system. It requires no connectivity. I always say you can run it in a cave. Just pull some power into the cave, you're ready to go. Data is only sent when you review and press send. And we'll take a look at exactly what that looks like. So if you look at the AMNOW reporting page, the dialogue that helps you report, you click on your job that you were running, your material extrusion, we look at a job, and we have all of the data that is going to be transmitted, the part name that we're working on. All of that data has been generated, put into the report. Maybe you get to enter and modify what the build ID is that you have assigned to it. And then, and only then, do you hit send. So you look at all of the data that's going to be sent, review it, and then you will hit send. So you're in control of all data that gets transmitted. You can store data locally. If you configure it, you can choose to do that. But data is only shared when you decide that it needs to be shared. The next question is, does the device pose a cybersecurity risk? Is my IT department going to look at this and say, no way? We wouldn't be or have a program if we didn't address the cybersecurity risk up front. The system implements all the industry best practices. Now, I could get into lots of acronyms to help you with, but we have all of that information ready for the IT folks that are doing this. But I want to give you a general overview. We do layered defense following the latest NIST standards. We are implementing all of the best practices. We far exceed the U.S. Army's current requirements of security. And most importantly, your firewall is in charge. Your IT group, IT folks, IT company are the ones that are in charge of what communicates to the LIMS box and how. And if you get into all of this, it goes to, we have a single attack point, which is easy to control. And I'll tell you what that means just a second. So if you look at your router, maybe you have a Cisco router, the LIMS box itself out to that router is one port. There's one way to get into the box, and that makes it easy to control. And the nice thing about that conversation on that one port, it's controlled by a standard. So all of the data that comes off of that single port is controlled by the MT Connect standard, so you can actually see and understand how that data is going to be coming out of that port. So your IT department is in charge. So the next question that comes up is, can someone come in to my company and access all my information through the LIMS box? And the answer is, only if you let them in. You and your IT team are in control. As I said, you're free to operate in a cave. You can then take the data, burn it to a CD, walk out of the cave, and then bring it up to AMIP. And you're also free to securely collaborate with confidence. And that's the transition we're helping companies make. Everything's controlled. Everything's with your IT team. Every conversation, every computer that would connect to the LIMS box is completely controlled by them. And we have demonstrated attack-free implementations with major defense contractors in U.S. Army facilities, universities, and suppliers throughout the country. So our work has been to make sure and test and have people try to attack our system and the LIMS system And we want to let you know that you can have confidence that you're free to securely collaborate and that information will only move when you decide that it's going to happen. So in summary, the LIMS device and the AMNOW program is not introducing a vulnerability into your environment. Your IT department will not decide that you can't possibly do this. We are not allowing any data to move unless you decide that it's going to happen, but we do provide you a way in which you can collaborate securely with both this program, your partners, and your suppliers. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to the LIMS video series and hope that I've answered your first questions about data and data security of the LIMS appliance. Thanks.